South African cooking sensation Nono Mtshali might hold a degree in linguistics, but her heart belongs to cooking, which has captured the attention of so many with her delectable food and drink recipes. This entrepreneur trains aspiring chefs to cook through her social media show, In the Kitchen with Nono. She joins us now to share more on her culinary skills. Nono, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Simphiwe. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you on this show, on this lovely Sunday morning. First of all, take us through your culinary journey. How did it all start?
I was actually drawn into cooking when I was very young. I remember my umalumekazi wami encouraging us girls to cook. I was 12 at that time. So we cooked on weekends, and I started loving to cook every weekend because there was my sister who didn't really like cooking. So yeah, and then when I enrolled at the Durban University of Technology as a language practitioner, I stayed at my own at the student residence actually. So I used to cook on my own. I developed recipes, and I thought, yeah, I love this.
So what are some of your earliest memories that made you fall in love with cooking?
Yeah, as I've mentioned before, that my malumekazi encouraged us to cook during weekends, and also hearing the praises, that actually encouraged me to spend more time in the kitchen.
Okay. So who was the cook at the time? I mean, who had influence? You just said umalumekazi, but did you get a sense that umalumekazi, might be the catalyst for you to embark on this culinary journey?
Yes, she was. I mean, even though that time there was no cooking styles, I mean, mina ngiphuma emakhaya, so it was always rice no curry, uputhu no curry. So yeah, she was the one who used to cook every day. So I drew from that.
So what then prompted your social media cooking show?
Actually, years later, after my DUT journey, I went to a culinary school to enroll. I studied food preparation and cooking. So I had to think, after I qualified, I had to think carefully of what I wanted to do with my skill. So I created a page on Facebook and started posting my recipes, my dishes, and the responses were just phenomenal, hey? So people loved what I was doing, such that they asked me to teach them. Yeah, so that's how my cooking classes were born.
Okay, so do you specialize in any cuisines or generally try out everything?
I don't have a certain style. I like to explore a lot. So I cook anything and everything. Okay,
and you are famous on social media for your ginger beer. What's that twist, that drew people to liking it?
I actually didn't think it was a huge twist, but the traditional ginger beer recipe requires for the ginger beer to ferment for a day. So mina fermenta 2 to 3 days. So the more time it ferments, the better the taste. Yeah.
I'm distracted that by what I saw. Some of the lamb shanks. Is it really lamb shanks? Yeah, it really looks delicious.
Yes.
Just take us through the recipe.
Yeah, I actually I can start with saying lamb. I love everything lamb chops, lamb curry, lamb everything. So there's really I also love easy recipes. So the way I cook lamb curry is the way I will cook lamb shank. So I always put my recipes on my social media. So the full recipe of that, you will find it on my Facebook page and my Instagram page.
Okay. And how are the cooking classes coming along though?
COVID, it disturbed us a bit, but we are back. As I'm talking to you right now, in a cooking class in Joburg in May, 22nd of May, and then in Durban on the 30th of April. So we are back in full swing with the cooking classes.
Tell me, with these cooking classes, do you focus on one dish, one cuisine, or you just try out everything that you normally, prepare in your social media cooking classes? I
actually go with what people want. For instance, my next cooking classes will be curries because we are in autumn, we are going into winter, so we need that comfort food, So I know that people want comfort food in winter, so that's exactly what we'll be doing.
Great stuff. Now, Nono, your passion for empowering young women in the industry, how are you doing so?
Can I start with saying it is important that women empower other women and encourage their growth, and then empowered women actually contribute greatly to the society. It is also important that not to forget that empowering women doesn't put them above the other gender, but it promotes gender equality. So women supporting the other is the key to the success of gender equality. So I inspire young women who are still finding their feet in the industry.
Mm-hmm. So in what sense, though? Just take us through how you empower women and how you inspire them.
Yeah, actually, it started on Instagram. I used to get so many DMs. Abantu befuna ukuthi, no, how can I do e-costing for my, I'm starting my small catering company. So I would help with that, the costing, the how to buy groceries, anele, labo bantu, the scale, let's say they want to cook for 50 people so that they don't overspend or they don't undercharge. So I help with things like those.
Okay. Fabulous stuff. Great stuff indeed. Now, it's Sunday today, Nono, and there are those who are watching you right now and haven't decided what to cook for Sunday Sunday lunch. So what do you have for them? What advice do you have for them?
As South Africans, we go all out on Sundays, right? Mm-hmm. So we cook like it's Christmas. So right now, as I speak to you, I have lamb curry simmering on the stove.
Wow.
And I will be adding a couple of salads. I will post it later. Yeah, but I know as South Africans that we love comfort food on Sundays. Whether it's summer or winter, it's always 7 colors. We go all out. So they can, if when I eat beef curry, lamb curry, roast chicken, anything that is in their pantry or in the fridge.
And for those
they can get inspiration on my page.
And for those who are creative, what starch would you advise apart from rice?
I love couscous. It's healthier than rice, and you don't even cook it. You
just it's quick to prepare.
Warm water. And it absorbs water, and you just fluff it up. So I would suggest that healthy option that they try couscous, or if they want something heavy, they can try ujeqe, which is steamed bread.
Okay. So for more on your food and recipes, where can people find you?
People can find me on Facebook in the Kitchen with Nono, or they can follow me on Instagram at in the Kitchen with Nono.
Nono, lovely chatting to you. Keep cooking.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for watching South Africa.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, Nono. Chef Nono Mtshali is slowly making waves in the culinary industry while empowering many women to master mouth-watering recipes.